Alright, what is going on, everybody? So, the Big South Conference, in my opinion, is one of the most fun conferences to watch in just all of college basketball, or at least recently in Big South play. Radford, I just got done watching the Radford vs. Longwood game, and such an electric crowd in Radford, and credit to both teams for putting up just such a good game from both teams. So you can't really discredit Longwood for the loss. Radford did end up beating them with a comeback, but just two very aggressive teams, two deep teams, in my opinion. Such a great game once again. Radford moves to 13-9, and Longwood moves to 15-7, and yeah, so many notable guys in this game, honestly, and just on both these teams. Justin Archer, Brian Antoine, Josiah Jeffers came in huge for Radford. Longwood, they had Isaiah Wilkins there Isaiah Wilkins leading the way. Actually, no, he was not their leading scorer. It was Naruquem, but Wallen Napper came in, was solid for them as well. Deshaun Wade, Zach Watson, I really like him. Michael Christmas went 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. D.A. Houston had 9. Once again, just a very deep team. Jesper Granlund had a solid game as well, but just great game overall. I feel like this is going to be an underrated game talked about. But yeah, let me know if you guys watched that game. But yeah, moving on in more depth about the Big South Conference. Presbyterian they lost to UNC Asheville, but it was a very close game. They put up a good fight against UNC Asheville and Longwood, two of the top teams once again in the Big South. And then it was a very close game. They lost to South Carolina Upstate, and then High Point, they lost by 8 as well. And then Gardner Webb, they lost by 1. And then Charleston Southern at home, they lost by 6 as well. So, all close games, but Presbyterian is not able to, come from behind and win these games, or just win these games in general. But I'm fine with Presbyterian. I like Presbyterian as a team. I think they've got good potential. I like Jalen Forrest. I like Winston Hill. Owen McCormack, Marquise Barnett, Porter Stanley's a solid guy off the bench for them, Houston Jones, and Crosby James is another guy I like for the Blue Hose, but they're 5-17. We'll see if they're able to pull out these wins for the rest of the season. But and more talking about UNC Asheville, I definitely want to touch on the Bulldogs. I believe they're first in the Big South. Yeah, they're 16-6, but they have a guy, Drew Pember, you can see in the picture right here, has NBA potential, in my opinion. Yeah, I think he has potential to get drafted into the NBA. They picked him up in the transfer portal from Tennessee, couple seasons, I think he spent, I don't know how many seasons he spent at Tennessee, but, Drew Pember, actually, hold on. Yeah, he's a senior, so, he's from Tennessee, so, but he transfers to UNC Asheville. He's averaging 20.5 points per game. He was the guy that dropped 40 in the first game of the entire college basketball season. And then in the stat sheet, he's averaging 40 points per game, which is kind of crazy. But he's averaging a double-double this season. 9.8 rebounds, that's a double-double in my book. And then he's also averaging 2.5 blocks. So this guy can get it done on the defensive end as well. So he is absolutely he's been a monster for UNC Asheville. Tajon Jones has been another guy coming in big for UNC Asheville. Caleb Burgess Trent Stephanie, Fletcher Abbey, Nicholas McMullen, Jamal Battle as well. They have had a really fun season, in my opinion. Deep team. Got Justin Stevens off the bench over there as well. But yeah, they have overall just been such a fun team to watch, and have had so many great moments. Also, South Carolina Upstate, they've been they've been an interesting team this season, because I believe like a couple weeks ago they got 2 wins over Radford and High Point. Then they lose 2 to Campbell and Longwood. They beat Presbyterian by 1, and then they lose to UNC Asheville and Gardner Webb, which was interesting. But yeah, we'll see what South Carolina Upstate's able to do the rest of the season. They're 9-11. I love Jordan Gainey for them and Trey Broadnax. So High Point's been another interesting team this season. They are 10-11. They started out 3-0. They actually started out the season really solid. They got a win over Furman early in the season. Central Michigan, Tennessee State, Elon, North Florida. They put up a solid fight against UNLV. They beat Wofford. But then they kind of went on a pretty big losing streak. A couple weeks ago, they got 2 wins over Presbyterian and Winthrop. But then they lost 2 in a row to Radford and Campbell. So they're in an interesting spot right now. But Jaden House is still really good. He's 68th in points per game in all of college basketball this season. And yeah, he's also averaging 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Shooting solid from the field. Zach Austin, he was in my top 10 funniest / best mid-major moments of 2022 video with the potential dunk of the year, or at least for mid-majors. But he's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist a game as well. So, they're a well-balanced team, but, I don't know, they're an interesting team. Zach Austin's also averaging 2 blocks. I forgot to mention that. Bryson Childress off the bench. He's another guy that I like for them. Sam Perez, Alex Holt. They've got a decent bench, in my opinion. Brent Randleman, who's averaging 8 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. He's giving them solid production. But yeah, we'll see if they're able to pull out a good amount of wins, around Jaden House. And Jaden House is a junior, so we'll see what he does down the line. We'll see if with this High Point team. But yeah. Alright, so Gardner Webb is the final Big South section that I want to talk about here. And they have they've kind of rebounded their season. Actually, no, I wouldn't say rebounded. Well, I mean, they did start out 1-5. They started out 0-4. But they've got back-to-back wins over Winthrop in South Carolina Upstate. But they lost to UNC Asheville and Longwood, the 2 kind of top teams in the Big South. Also Radford and Campbell. But they're 10-11. DQ Nichols, you can see in the picture here, has been their leading scorer, assists, and steals this season. Anthony Sheldon is another guy I like for them. I really like Quest Aldridge off the bench for them, or starting sometimes Kareem Reed as well. Dufeel, who's leading them in blocks with nearly 2 a game. So yeah, I'm liking this Gardner Webb team. I think I'm cool with this Gardner Webb team. I like what I've been seeing out of them. That 2-game win streak has been great for them. And yeah, the teams I haven't really gotten to yet, Campbell, Charleston Southern, and Winthrop. They are all kind of in the middle tier of the Big South. Charleston Southern's 7-13, Winthrop's 9-13, and Campbell is 9-12. But yeah, they have been decent teams. They've gotten some solid Big South wins. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Big South this season. I think it's really fun to watch, in my opinion. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, and subscribe for more mid-major college basketball content. And yeah, I'll see you next one.